So now let's discuss about reading the value curves in the blue ocean strategy. Um, so the importance of the of reading the value curves is that it helps us to answer few important questions. So the first question is the value curves answers is that whether the business deserves to be a winner. When a company value curve or its competitors meet all the three criteria of a blue ocean strategy, that is focus, divergence, and a compelling tagline, the company is on the right track. On the other hand, if the value curve lacks focus, then its cost structure tend to be high, and the business model is complex in implementation and execution. So we'll discuss about few scenarios, why how reading the value curves helps us to create a effective blue ocean strategy. Um, so um, uh, so if we look at this strategy canvas, we can see that the value curve converges with the competitor. So that means we can say that basically our strategy is same as our competitor strategy. So uh, so we can say that we are caught in the red ocean. So if a company uh, explicit or implicit strategy tends to be trying to outdo its competition on the basis of cost or quality, then the company is caught in the red ocean. So so the company has to focus on what factors it has to apply the framework, and keep the strategy away from the competition. So the second slide, um, yeah. So uh, in the so from this strategy canvas, we can say that uh, the company is trying to over delivery without any significant payback. So here the brown value curve shows premium wines, and the pink line shows the budget lines, and the yellow line shows the yellowtail wines. So here we can see that the premium wines is trying to outdo the budget and yellow significantly in almost all the factors. But the companies of the premium wines have to answer, does this over delivery in all the factors is bringing any significant profits to them, or any significant value to the customers, so that we can decide if it's a compelling blue ocean strategy. And the next one is that it helps us the reading the value curves helps us to answer if our strategy is a coherent one or not. So if the company strategy curve looks zigzag uh, uh, without any coherent pattern, and this means that the things are done on ad hoc basis, which might make sense individually when seen, but if we see in the overall picture, it doesn't make any sense. So it is just trying to outdo the competition in each factor, but when we combine all the factors, it doesn't make a coherent one. So in this case, we have in the company has to apply the four action framework, and see if this strategy is actually helping the company to maintain a differentiation and a cost leadership value. So the next is a strategy contradiction. So strategy contradiction shows uh, uh, a value provided by the company in one factor and a value provided in other factor. When combined, does this make any sense? If the for example, if the company is asking high price and offer a bigger and get a bigger area but offer few national brands and low package sizes, then it does not make a good compelling blue ocean strategy. So and also in another example, in the petroleum station, if if they offer less for more, meaning fewer services than the best competitor at a higher price, then it quickly loses the market share. So the last thing is that it helps us to answer is that whether the company is an internally driven one. For example, when labeling the competing factors in the strategy canvas, if the company uses the words like megahertz for speed or thermal water temperature for hot water, and if they use these type of jargon instead of simple terms, or the terms in which the customers understand, then the company uh, is not an internally driven one. So the kind of language also gives us an insight as to whether the company's strategic vision is built on an outside in perspective that is driven by the demand side, or an inside out perspective that is operationally driven. So analyzing the language of the strategy canvas helps company create a compelling blue ocean and understand how creating industry demand. So in conclusion, we can say that the frameworks and tools introduced in the chapter 2 helps us to create compelling blue ocean strategy and break from the competition and create oceans in the uncontested market space. So this so in order to focus on the reduction is therefore to accept that the key constraining factors of the competition, limited market space, and the need to beat the enemy in order to succeed. So so that is all about the analytical tools and frameworks. Thank you.